Hi there. Today I've changed all my drum heads in the toms because we will start recording drums for Gigante next week. So I wanted to change everything to be perfect. And for the first time in this kit, I changed the heads for coated heads. I usually had clear heads on the toms, on the 12 and 16-inch tom, and now I change it for coated heads, but not just on the butter head, but also on the Reso head. I've never used coated heads, but I've seen that they give more warmth to the sound, so I wanted to try. I used a Reso 7 on the 12-inch tom. I wanted to use the same one on the floor tom, but there was no 16-inch floor tom and Reso 7 heads in the store, so I used an Emperor vintage white Suede I already had, quite new, so I put that one on the Reso head. And on the butter heads, I have an Emperor coated for the 12-inch tom and an Emperor vintage coated on the 16-inch floor tom. And I tune them in perfect fourth. I usually don't tune them to any note or any specific interval, just by ear. But this time I wanted to try that, and I tune them in perfect fourth between the two heads of the same tom, and also between them. And I'm happy with the result. It's different to what I'm used to. From this side of the drum kit, I prefer short sustain, quite dark toms. I like the tom to go down, and I like really short sustain on the toms. But it's true that from this side it's quite different from that side and from the sound that the mix pick up. So I wanted to have more sustain and have a more open sound toms. I wanted to have more resonance and tone out of the toms to have more flexibility later when mixing or in the mix. So we're going to try that. This is the 12-inch tom. And the 16-inch tom. I already have this 14-inch floor tom. It's the tom or the snare from the Timer Hyperdrive Duo. I don't use it as a snare. It has the strainer. I usually don't use it, but I wanted to add an extra tom here, so I have it as a third tom, but I'm keeping my original setup with 12 and 16, and then I have the 14 as an extra on the side, because I know that if I switch it, it would be the normal place to have them. The one that I will use the most is this one. So because it's a more comfortable way of playing the floor tom. Here you have to move a lot of the arm or the body. So when I had this on the other way, because this kit also came with a 14 and 16-inch, I use it mainly the 14-inch. So in this case, I didn't want to put it in the normal position. I wanted to keep my 12 and 16 and have the 14 just in case as an extra floor tom. And I've tuned it by ear. So this is the new part of the set, and this is like the extra. Okay, I'm going to play it just because I have it there. It has a shorter sustain. That's the way I really like toms from this side of the kit. This one has longer sustain. Also longer sustain. Shorter sustain. Okay? But as I said, today I wanted to try something new. I want to listen to that on the computer and to see how I would leave it. But I think it would be like that because I prefer more resonance and more flexibility than in the mix.